Welcome to the special online event for the Onslow Pregnancy Resource Center in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Right now, we are joining together with neighbors all around the area to be part of a life-saving success story. If you are pro-life and you want to be involved in an organization that is actually saving lives, then this is the team you want to be part of. Did you know that it takes less than 25 minutes to perform most surgical abortions? In less than that amount of time, we together are going to save the lives of many children. I need to ask you for two favors. If you are watching this on Facebook or another social media platform, please click the share button so others can see what a genuinely life-saving organization looks like. Sometimes all it takes is a click to save a life. Secondly, we are going to move fast, so would you be willing to silence your phone and close out of other programs so we can move quickly and uninterrupted? I know that you will be blessed in this short presentation. Let's go first to our director, Stacy Holland.
Thank you so much, Mike. I want to start out by expressing my thanks to those who have joined us. Normally, we are eating together and enjoying face-to-face fellowship, so thank you for your willingness to work with us. Onslow Pregnancy Resource Center is a truly beautiful, life-saving ministry. While we love every pro-life organization, what makes us unique is our results. We are not waiting for the government to overturn 50-year-old laws. Every day, God brings women who are vulnerable to choosing abortion and even those who are actively seeking abortion through our doors. This provides an opportunity to help these precious women make a life choice.
Stacy, can you explain to our pro-life neighbors how coronavirus has affected the center and the work of saving lives altogether?
Where do I start? The coronavirus has done more than just affect people's health. The isolation has led to an increased amount of unplanned pregnancies and fear. Around the country, we have seen a 40% increase in women looking for an abortion. Women in fear make rash decisions. Being considered essential, we did not miss a beat as we continued to keep our doors open, serving women in crisis. It was a learning curve, but our team handled it so professionally. Let me have another of our life-saving team members tell you a little more.
Hello, my name is Amanda and I am here in one of the well-used counseling rooms. I'm happy to report that last year we saw 569 clients at the center. Yes, we were able to touch 569 lives. We call that a victory for life, and your pregnancy center has been saving lives now for the past 11 years. In addition, we were able to provide sexual integrity classes at several different schools and youth groups. This is proactive work. Some girls seek abortion because they do not know how to be a good mother. Your center provides training to educate young mothers and fathers on how to be good parents. Others seek abortion because they are afraid and alone, and their circumstances are difficult. We are here to love them through their fears and provide help in any way we can, so they know abortion isn't their only choice. Additionally, we provide a place of healing for those who have been ravaged by abortion. We know how to be there to help pick up the pieces. Our fatherhood program is our latest growing ministry. I would like to introduce you to Stan so he can tell you more about it.
Hello, I am Stan and I help lead our fatherhood program. I have always had a heart for life and families. It's been a blessing to be at the center when the fathers come in along with the mothers in search of help and hope. We're here so that they know that they are not alone in this. Being a father is such an important role in a child's life, as well as the pregnancy decision for the mom. Here at OPRC, we want to come alongside these young men and teach them skills necessary to be a good dad. Thank you for providing for this ministry and making our efforts of building strong families in our community possible. And then there's the ultrasound machine. I'm going to introduce you to another member of our staff and let them tell you a little bit about that.
Hi, I'm Rachel. Every day, women and men come into this very special room wondering if they are pregnant. We provide a limited medical ultrasound to verify pregnancy, but it is more than a verification. It is our opportunity to show this young mother that a fetus is a life. When they see the little hands and little feet of their child, when they see their baby's heartbeat, they know this is not just tissue, this is a life, and life is precious. Often the ladies enter our ultrasound room cold and fearful, and they leave with their heart totally changed. This is a miracle machine. 90% of the ladies who go through this ultrasound will not have an abortion. In fact, they would never consider abortion again. We thank God for this gift. Let me pass the baton to another member of your team.
My name is Dr. Tom Bell. As chairman and on behalf of the board of directors, I sincerely thank you for joining us online. We are grateful for your dedicated, selfless support and your heartfelt prayers. Foremost to each of our board members is to assure that our partners' desires to save the most innocent of lives is the focus of everything we do. In the early decades of pro-life movement, my wife and I began as supporters through our prayers and charitable donations. The wonderful staff and volunteers who serve in the trenches of this ministry need God's grace and protection. Our prayers beg the Lord's blessing of this love, which flows through them and into the fearful mothers and fathers who visit this ministry. Love defeats fear. Our faithful monthly donations give this ministry predictable support for planning, allowing them to focus on saving babies and families. We joyfully see the fruit of our prayers and donations in the client stories that come out of the work of OPRC. I want to encourage anyone who desires to know they saved the life of a child to join us. Together, we can reach more children.
Hi, my name is Ashlyn, and I'll be sharing one of our client stories with you today. I will never forget walking into the pregnancy center. I was scared to death. I walked up to the window to check in. I couldn't stop the tears from rolling down my cheek as I stood there. I needed an abortion because my life was not conducive for a baby. I sat in the waiting room almost paralyzed at the thought of what was about to happen. They called me back to a room. The lady seemed so comforting. I didn't know what to expect. We sat down, and as she began to ask questions, I realized this appointment was not for an abortion. I will admit it now, I was relieved. She went over all of the options. She answered all my questions and gave me some really good information. As I sat there, it became clear to me that I knew very little about abortion. In fact, I knew very little about the baby growing inside of me. I was so shocked to learn that at only 22 days, my baby already had a heartbeat. They had these little baby models they showed me. I couldn't believe what my baby already looked like. I sat there stunned. I came in for an abortion, but that is not what I wanted. I was starting to want this baby no matter what my current situation was. I told the lady how hard this was going to be. I was in school and was living with a family member that would not be understanding. The lady was so compassionate and understanding. She gave me some good resources, and after we talked, I didn't feel the fear I felt. Instead, I felt very empowered. I could do this. It was my life, my baby, and my choice. I left there that day fully intending on making a new life for myself. 8 months later, I have a job, I have my own place, I have everything I need for the arrival of my sweet Caroline. The father is not committed, and my family are not on board yet either, but I don't care. It's my baby, and I am so glad that I have her.
It is such an honor to tell you our experience with the Pregnancy Center. As a mother, you look for ways to help your children follow in the steps of God and teach them the value of life. My husband and I are so thankful that the Pregnancy Center helps us do just that.
Every month, when Mom writes the check, she calls us in and we pray for the center. We celebrate knowing that our family's monthly gift is going to mean that a child is alive or a mother's life is brought to the Christian faith.
When Dad is home, he always includes the center in our family prayers. I used to be embarrassed when my friends were over because I didn't know where they stood on the pro-life issue. But I found out that there are a whole lot more pro-life teens out there than I thought.
Like you, we are part of a great team of partners who make sure that pro-life is more than just a political phrase. Our monthly partnership means that a child will have a birthday.
So, on behalf of our family, we want to invite you to be a part of the many neighbors who are joining together to save lives.
Thank you for joining our family in saving lives.
There you have it, friends. your most excellent life-saving team. This ministry is successful because some phenomenal volunteers and board members give their time, and wonderful partners come along and cover the expenses, and little lives are rescued and mothers are given a new outlook on life. And it all comes back to people like you who make all the difference. Everyday people going the extra mile has been the foundation of the pro-life world. I can't help but think of Moses and Susan Carver living in Diamond, Missouri. Moses and Susan Carver, who watched their home and barn being burned by Quantrill's raiders. Moses and Susan, who watched these political outlaws kill a young woman working on their farm and steal her newborn child, George. They could have walked away. They could have figured they were powerless, but they didn't. They took their only horse and negotiated a dangerous trade for a little baby wrapped in a burlap sack. So now Moses had to walk the 12 hours back to their home with the child wrapped under his coat. They raised that child on a poor little farm and sent him to school and then on to university. While at university, George Washington Carver thrived in agricultural sciences and dedicated himself to becoming a professor. There he went on to create over 500 marketable items that could be made from peanuts and sweet potatoes. His innovations in soil and crop rotation are declared to have saved the agricultural business of the South in the late 1800s. 40 years later, his agricultural innovations were used to save over 1 billion lives in India and Mexico. Upon his passing, the world learned that this humble, rescued man had left his entire estate to help poor young people attend university. Maybe that story speaks to me because I'm a rescued and adopted child. Maybe that story speaks to me because my wife and I had the joy of rescue adopting our first child in 1997. But I'm betting the story also spoke to you, for we have all been rescued in one way or another. Moses and Susan saved a child during the most uncertain of times. That child paid it back 1 billion times over. Friends, we are in the middle of the most trying of times. I know that. I'm asking you to make a significant investment in life in the middle of this. I'm asking you to rescue one child or one mother. Why? Because that's the kind of people we are, because that's the kind of character we possess. Let's go back to our director and find out what it would cost for each of us to rescue a child or a mother in the coming year.
An investment of $1.45 a day, that's $45 a month, allows you to know that one of the rescued children is alive because of you. That sounds impossible, but we can reach one young lady or save one child for an investment of $1.45 a day. This year is critical. We now have our completed plans in our hands for our additional 1,800 square feet and are ready to finish out our expansion so that we may serve more women and men and rescue more lives. When our services are a matter of saving a life, we do not want to leave anything up to chance. So we have increased our marketing budget to be certain that those looking for hope and help find us first. We really need you to partner with us like never before. I believe with all my heart that with your help, we can do this.
Thank you, Stacy. A partnership of $1.45 a day. You too can join your pro-life neighbors in being genuinely Save-A-Life pro-life. I believe that many of us could do that. Some of us could save 2 or 3 children. This truly is a way to be pro-life. I'll bet if any member of your team showed up at your house tomorrow morning and asked you for $1.45 to save a life, I'm betting that everyone hearing my voice would find a way to do that. Over the course of 1 year, you can truly be Save-A-Life pro-life. Above everything, we ask that you would become a monthly life-saving partner. Knowing that any amount you could give would be greatly appreciated also. This online banquet is all about saving children. I pray that you can help. I'm going to be very bold here. The Bible says we have not because we ask not, so I'm going to keep it biblical. I need to ask you a great favor. In addition to your monthly partnership, would you pray about adding one special extra generous gift in addition to your Save-A-Life monthly partnership? These are special times and the center needs you now more than ever. What would a special operations investment provide? A special operations investment of $250 could provide all the pregnancy testing supplies for an entire month. The first test is what the young ladies come in for in the first place. This $250 could provide all the tests and supplies for an entire month. A special operations investment of $500 could give them the Google rankings to be the first call for more young women looking for an abortion. When a lady speaks into her phone, "Hey Siri, where can I get an abortion?" the $500 Google investment makes sure the center is the first on her call list. A special investment of $1,000 could help provide the parenting classes to train these young parents to be good parents. This is a gift that changes the community. This is a $1,000 that transforms a family from at risk to thriving. One more. A special investment of $2,500 would sponsor the operational cost, keeping the center open for an entire month. Imagine driving by the center knowing that you have kept the doors open, the lights on, and the service is happening for a month. I call these investments because when we give to God, we are making an investment that He returns to us some way, somehow, somewhere. God pays great dividends. Now please prayerfully go online to the website link below and be genuinely Save a Life Pro-Life. If you're having any problems, please call the number on the screen. Every investment in life matters. I ask you to finish our time by making your two best, most generous investments right now. For internet security, you will most likely have to make two separate entries, one for your monthly gift and then go back into the portal again for your special gift. Please stay the course that God has inspired. Please go online right now. Partner to save the life of one child. And could you see fit to bless the center with an excellent one-time operational investment for life? Give us a call if we can help you in any way. Now let's go back to your executive director to wrap this up. Thank you.
Thank you for saving the life of a child. I look forward to the reward we see from our God-inspired obedience. Please go right now to the links below and prayerfully complete the investment God has placed on your heart. One more favor, if you are watching online, please share this video by clicking the share button. Please do that for us as soon as we finish. Thank you again for your partnership, and thank you for saving the lives of children and for saving families.